Here's a 3.5 thousand likes for this based Orthodox Church Christian. Get a load of this guy. They call pagans LARPers. Do you see me dressing up in outfits like this? The goofy hat and a fancy curtain draped up over his head. What the hell is this? LARPing like Jewish wizards, huh? Wearing a curtain and a silly hat, mad about the Jewish Messiah being rejected. So based.
This. And so when we see this language in the news that there is a Judeo-Christian God, we should absolutely 100% reject this.
Why? You worship the God of David, right? The King of Judah. Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. You worship the same God that all the Judeans practicing Judaism before Christianity all believed in. This is the cope. Yeah, they call us LARPers. I don't ever dress up in anything. I wear normal clothes. I wear t-shirt and shorts or pants or jeans. They dress up like they call us LARPers while they dress up like Jewish rabbis and Pharisees with their wizard unkept beards and their fancy hats and their elaborate robes. And then they're like, you guys are LARPing as should we LARP as Jews or as our own people? No, you're supposed to think your own people are barbarian, heathen, antichrist, worshiping fallen angels and devils. Why are you LARPing as your own people? Why aren't you LARPing as some desert tribe instead? You guys are such LARPers.
As a heretical notion that is being pushed on us from forces that wish to see not Christ glorified, but Christ debased. Those who are of this temple of Satan, as Christ calls them,
Temple
those
of Satan.
Of the modern caste of Jews,
as Christ calls them. Are we really pretending that, we're acting like it's a fact that some guy named Jesus walked the earth and called them the synagogue of Satan? It's like they've never even read Revelation. It's symbolic, mystical nonsense of dreams some Jew on an island said. And this is, it's so base though, because one sect of Jews called another sect of Jews satanic. And in reality, one sect of Messianic Jews calls a sect of Gentile Jesus believers satanic. Yeah, they're not. You're like, it's so base. They're calling Jews satanic. You're also, by extension, calling all pagans satanic. These satanic verses, what ended up happening? It radicalized Christians to go around and call everybody that doesn't worship the Jewish Messiah satanic. That was the actual real world effect of verses like this.
have rejected Jesus Christ.
They rejected their Messiah, like so base. How about we should be exposing Jews for wanting to have a Messiah to rule the world. We should expose Jews for thinking they're chosen by God to want to have the Messiah conquer the Goyim. That should be the opposition. That's the truth. That's what's problematic. Instead, the problem is the best we can do is blaming Jews for rejecting their Messiah. You wouldn't have your religion if they didn't reject their Messiah. It was God's preordained plan laid out in the scriptures. Yeah, our problem with Jews is they're not worshiping their God right, says See Through It All. If your problem with Jews is that they rejected the Messiah that was meant to conquer us, you're conquered and you've lost and you're retarded.
They have rejected him both in their ancestry and in the modern day. They have rejected the incarnation. And so when we see
so based, they rejected their Messiah that was meant to rule us. Yeah, Christ rejectors means non-Jews too. there has been way more Gentile pagans throughout history who were called satanic and forced to convert than Jews, just because there's so many more of them. In fact, Christians would pass laws that for forced conversions for pagans, but not for Jews. They would destroy pagan temples, but leave the Jews to practice their Judaism. They ensured the survival and protected Judaism while waging war on the myths and legends and gods of Europe's ancestors. Look, another Orthodox. And for every one supposed based Orthodox priest LARPing up in a ridiculous getup here, there's thousands, if not millions, of kosher Christian with the actual power. Like this guy, Archbishop of America, Greek Orthodox, says anti-Judaism is in essence another manifestation of anti-Christianity. So don't be, hey, Christians, if they're anti-Judaism, that means they're anti-Christian. And he's right. The Christians will say, Adam, why are you attacking Christians? You should just focus on Jews and Judaism. You're spiritual Jews following Judaism for Gentiles. The fact that I have to explain that shows how brainwashed and under the spell these people are. And this is the guy that just called Trump, who was in the White House yesterday, this kosher Orthodox priest or bishop, archbishop, says Trump is the new Constantine, identifying Trump as the emperor of Edom, saying he's the new Constantine.
Through your leadership, you embody the values of our Christian faith and love for the gospel. You remind me of the great Roman emperor, Constantine the Great.
Constantine the Great converted to Christianity, and it led to the downfall of Rome. He Judaized Rome. And now the rabbis get to celebrate and say, yeah, the Roman Empire did our dirty work for us, imposed the Torah around the world. The pagans, because of Christianity, they're infected with the mind virus of Christianity. It turned the pagans against themselves and their own culture. The woke mob of Jewish Christians that started it.
This emperor, your dear Mr. President, is the one who founded and built the magnificent city of Constantinople, my birthplace, known today as...
So the rabbis identify Trump as the messianic leader of Edom. The Christian Zionists say the same thing. And now the Greek Orthodox also identifying Trump as the emperor of Edom. God, emperor of Edom, Trump.
As Istanbul. It is my great honor to present you with this holy cross.
Zornder Edom says, Shekel Tide, listening while installing ductwork at home. Another day in Zion, indeed. I almost titled today's video Another Day in Zion, but sounded a little black-pilling and depressing. Ductwork, what are you doing, like air conditioning or something?
Thank you. This cross is the very symbol that led this great Roman Emperor Constantine to victory.
What, to victory over paganism? You really believe the bullshit that he had a dream and he had a vision and he saw the cross and it told him to do this thing in the battle? You believe that Eusebius bullshit story?
Christ revealed to him in a vision, he said, "En tuto nica," told the emperor, means go with this and be victorious, Mr. President. This cross is an everlasting symbol of peace and an invincible trophy, a sign of divine strength and guidance. With this cross, I pray you bring peace to the world and make America invincible.
Yeah, we're so invincible. We're conquered by Zog. Invincible. So there's all the Christians are celebrating. Oh, so base, Constantinople. We're so back. Trump has a cross. Here's the priest that gave it to him. Ally of Judaism. Because Christianity is Judaism. No matter how many of these coping, in denial frauds online like to claim. Submit, no questions asked. Believing without seeing is a virtue, as it says in John with doubting Thomas. Look at Sneeko, goes and visits some imam and gets mad at him because he says he doesn't believe something in a hadith.
I believe it.
Submit. Islam means submission. Submit to the God of Abraham. Admit to the Torah fairy tales. Submit and be Ishmael and play your role as in the kosher plantation, in the Abrahamic matrix.
I've been struggling with this one ever since I read this hadith, which stuff I have to admit I didn't like when I read it.
Listen.
No, Sheikh, tell me.
First of all, we as Muslims have to have submission, certainty, no questions asked, no strings attached.
No questions asked. No questions, Goy. Just submit to the Jewish fairy tales. No questions asked. Don't use your brain, your God-given brain, Goy. Don't ask questions. Just submit.
This is Quran, I believe it.
This is Bible. Jew wrote this, I believe it. Ancient Jew tell story, I believe. No questions asked. Yeah, not a cult. Totally not a cult, though, right?
Do you fully embrace it? Yes. No questions asked. This is a hadith. Do you take
No questions asked.
Is it authentic? Is it?
That's what I read.
And this is what the Orthodox Christians say, too. No sola scriptura. Whatever the church fathers say, appeal to the authority of the church fathers. No questions asked. Submit.
Yeah.
Then if it's authentic, it's from Allah. How could I be shaky? Because if you want to be shaky, this means that you don't have certainty. And when you don't have certainty, you're this close to flipping to the dark side.
But, I mean, how are we able to judge how authentic hadith is? Or
You don't. How do you judge whether this neurosurgeon who's going to do a spine cord surgery on you is authentic or not?
Hey, Christ is cursed. Christ is king. Christ is king, Muslim Sneeko.
But what do you think about this? Think about this.
Just like these Christians. Oh, based Muslim Sneeko? Listen to what he says, actually. He has no problem with Judaism.
I agree completely. Like, I think Judaism is a good religion. Like, regardless, like, people sometimes get upset. Like, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, it's not Judaism. It's Zionism. Zionism is Judaism. Zionism is Judaism in action.
Champion you have, and then good religion. I think Judaism is a good religion. Regardless, like, people sometimes get.
I'm not surprised he thinks Judaism is a good religion because he's got Judaism for brown people. Islam is Judaism for brown people, and Christianity is Judaism for Europeans. Certainty, yeah, I don't even think it's a word. So there's Sneeko, no questions asked. I only watched it to hear. I wonder if the rest is relevant.
Judged by opinions of other people.
Okay, so by whose people?
The professionals.
Professionals. So you go to the scholars.
That's why I'm asking you.
I'm coming to you. I'm not answering yet. I'm just setting the foundation for the belief. The biggest problem we have with the Westerners from America and from Canada and from Europe is that they don't have their Islam on cemented area. They're so easy to flip to the other side. And that's why you find many of them starting to be good and strong and mashallah, and all of a sudden, I have doubts. Why? The Prophet married Aisha when she was 9.
Don't have doubts. No skepticism allowed. Okay, I can't handle any more of him. Look at this. Orthodox priest kvetching hard about
I keep teaching people
not paying attention or something, not reading their kosher Bibles enough.
see if you're going to be able to be strong enough to pray if they beat you and whip you and scourge you and hurt
Critical thought is haram, yeah.
you. Because right now you have the freedom. I keep teaching people how to do and how to go and how to be the people that they are to be, to get their prayer rule down, but nobody wants to listen. And I weep for everybody. I cry
So masculine.
and I weep for every single person. You don't understand. I love you all so deeply. And I try to teach you, and I try to guide you, and I try to do my best. And people's hearts are so stubborn and so selfish that they don't want to go and do the things that they're supposed to do. You find every excuse not to come.
Dude, imagine sitting in a church like this and listen to this guy cry to you.
Why is my only question. And that's why I call. That's why I call you. That's why I beat your door down.
You're not believing in the King of the Jews hard enough.
That's why I come to your house. That's why I minister to you. That's why I wake up I wake up in the middle of the night if you need to talk to me. I wake up because
This is the masculine. I keep hearing about how the Orthodox are so based in masculine Christianity. The other guy was Orthodox. This guy's Orthodox. See through it all said, yeah, we've read the Orthodox study Bible. It's kosher as fuck. They go, you don't understand. You think you're debating a Protestant. We've read your Orthodox Bible. We've played the clips of the kosher clips of all the kosher shit Jay Dyer says. Rabbi Dyer is a wannabe Jew. He goes, we practice the temple liturgy. Okay, temple cultist. Okay, Rabbi Dyer. We're the new Israel. We're the real Pharisees. Hysterical bearded man in a dress yelling.
your souls are more important than anything that I am doing. Your souls are more important than my health. Your souls are more important than everything that I...
Your souls are more important, and I'm a fat, gluttonous, out of shape with bitch tits.
ever done in my life. Because I love Jesus Christ, I want to share the love of Jesus Christ with you. Because if you guys are not prepared to go out into the world, you're going to get eaten up and spit out. I trust you. Trust me when that's going to happen, because Richard Woodbrand would be the person to tell you that. But he loved every single persecutor that he came against. Take seriously your faith. Like Isaiah the prophet said, who is going to believe my report, Lord? I have asked that same question numerous times. Who is going to believe my report? Well, I read my Bible, I stay home, I pray. That's not enough. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You're so fat.
Read your Bible a little bit and think.
We see all these memes of all of these like ripped, you go to church and you become based and ripped and don't watch porn and smoke weed and you're going to be all buff and stuff and masculine. Have you seen any of these guys?
Thinking that you're a Christian.
They're all closet gays
crap.
probably too.
It's nothing. It's not enough. Because if you don't take seriously your faith, when they come and scoop us up, because trust me, when
You better take your Jewish fairy tales seriously,
I
goy.
tell you, 1,500 people, over 1,500 people in Syria last week were martyred for their faith. Don't think it's going to happen here? It will. At some point, our country will go, and it will be a great fall. It's predicted. Babylon thought that they were the most powerful.
Oh, America's the new Babylon. We're going to fall and you're all going to be persecuted. It's predicted. It's part of the plan. Trust the plan, goy. When we lose, we win. Trust the plan. Jesus is going to come and save us once we lose. See, it's a death cult. It's a loser death cult. And then comparing America to Babylon. Oh, yeah. All of Revelation, by the way, is all about conquering Rome. That's how you know it's about the replacement theology Paul's Christians. Hear this mindset? You guys are going to be persecuted because there's going to be a big fall, but we're going to win in the end. After we lose a whole lot, then we win. Trust the plan. Who gave us that plan? The Jews. Don't worry about that, though.
It will. At some point, our country will go, and it will be a great fall. It's predicted. Babylon thought that they were the most powerful force in the world until another army came. Rome thought that they were the most powerful army in the world until another army came. And because they did not humble themselves, they were destroyed. And now all we have is the memory of what they are and what they were.
Because of Christianity, Rome is not what pagan Rome was conquered.
For
Conquered in the name of the God of Israel.
2,000 years is the legacy and the word of Jesus Christ. The only thing that's endured this whole time is Jesus Christ. I don't care if you're an hour away. Break yourself and come to church every single time. I don't care.
And tithe too. Don't forget to tithe. I need more donuts.
If you're tired, I really don't. I don't care if you're sleepy. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're broken. Come to the source, because at one point you may not have that option, and you will see if you are strong enough to be a Christian.
Just guilt tripping much?